Hello and welcome back. So in the previous video we talked about how you can create this window inside of Visual Studio, and in this video we're going to be finishing up with this window and then seeing how we can load it into our Revit project. So let's get it going. One thing we need to add first here is a combo box. So I'll just go here, check combo box. Yeah, click somewhere right here. Okay, yeah, maybe something like this. Make it bigger a bit. Okay, awesome. Now I'll just double click on this window. Okay. This is the code for the windows that we have open. So I'm gonna double click each and every one of my items. So I'll double click here, load this, double click here, double click this. We added the OK button, double click this. Okay, this is my cancel button. Okay, looks good to me. Okay, I think first I will need to change this from form 1 to something like rename, placing, text. I'll just Control C. Yes. Oh, okay, it auto changed. Okay, that's awesome. Now we just need to add using Revit. Okay, what kind of problem? Okay, so Visual Studio doesn't understand if this form returns to the Revit.ui or the Windows.form. So I'll just have to do this manually. Okay, looks awesome. Okay, so we have, let's just private. Okay, let's type in private UI document idoc equals null. And private element ID, let's call it text type ID equals null. Okay, initialize components. So this is our constructor. So this is the way that we can create this window. Let's say UI documents equals UI document. Okay, let me just go inside and let's type in UI doc equals UI doc unit. Okay. Okay, so the first thing I will need to create is an empty string, because I need some way to transfer the value of the string that the user will be typing in to transfer it into Revit. So I'll just go in like public string text, just an empty string. Okay, so when the user, let's go back to the design, when the user actually types in some kind of text, when he clicks the OK button, we need to transfer the values that the user has selected right here into my public string text. That's what we're gonna be doing. I just wanna move these somewhere right here. Okay, so when the user actually clicks the OK button, we're gonna be typing in this dialog result equals dialog result dot OK. Voila. Okay, and text equals, let's see. Okay, so this is called combo box 1, which is gonna be setting this equals combo box 1 dot text. Okay, oh sorry, not combo box, sorry, the combo box is the one right here. We're going to be populating with all types of the fonts in all types of text annotation in Revit. This is called the text box. Okay, text box. Sorry, my mistake. So text box 1 dot text. Okay, and close, because we actually need to close the window after we've done all this. Okay, so this dialog result equals dialog result dot cancel. Okay, and close. Okay, looks great to me. Okay, so we've created this right here. Now we need to go back to our command, our Revit command right here. So first, I'm gonna be performing a search for project info, call it VA value string 1 equals doc.project information. Then parameter VA string 1 value equals VA string, I'll just copying this, dot lookup parameter, and my parameter is VA string 1. And this is the parameters that we have created inside of our project information. Because when the command actually finishes, we will be updating this parameter, so it always remembers the last string of text that the user have created. Okay, now let's say you have opened another file that doesn't have this VA string. So obviously you will have an error, because when you try to create, you can't create an empty text, and this will throw all types of errors. So what we like to do is actually always try and catch. So I'll just type in try, and then go right here, called catch. So in the case that we don't have this return any values, this will just be a null parameter. So here I'll just type in string VA values. Let's just like this and call it string. We just take this and as string. So this message just transforms it from a parameter into a string, as in go to catch and task dialog.show. So error. Now you need to understand something about Visual Studio and C#. It's not like Python where all the code you have just all on one in one place. If I can't like go back right here and just type in the strings that I have created, I can't use it just like this right here, because it doesn't recognize it, because it's created in a different file. So as you can see, does not exist in the current context. So what we need to do is actually create something called a global parameter, a global variable, sorry. I'm just used to Revit. So a global variable is a variable that you can access in every element of your code. So how we can do that? So you just go here, click on add, and we go to class. So once we have this opened up, we choose class, change the name to something like form box data or data. I don't really know how you're supposed to pronounce it. So we just, okay, I just want to be a public class. Okay, form box data for right now, I just want to create a class called global variable classes. Okay, classes like this. Okay, so inside of here we're just gonna be typing private. So let's see how we can use this in my command. So we go back to command right here and we type in global, okay, global variable classes dot variable1 equals the strings that we have created right here. Just type this, copy it, voila. Okay, now we have this selected. Let's go back to our form box. Let's go back, sorry, to our placing text form. So I'm back to my placing text. Okay, once you're back right here, go back to form1.load. Okay, let's recap for a second. So when the user actually clicks the OK button, what happens is whatever string is placed right here is transferred into Revit for placement. But as you can see in the Revit, when I open the project for the first time, it auto remembers or auto loads the last strings that I have created or another user have created in this project. So we need to create something or write the code for loading the text that the user has created in the previous session, let's say. So to do that, I'll just go back to form.load. I'll just copy this text box 1.text equals global variable 1 and global variable access dot variable 1. Okay, let's now create a test drive. It's not going to be creating anything, so I'll just go back to my command. I'll just initialize the program or the window. So to do that, I'm just using var variable, let's call it window equals new, and what is the name? Placing text. So placing text UI doc, because that's what I created in my constructor. So window dot show dialog if window dot dialog result equals dialog equals dialog result. Okay, it doesn't show it. Oh, sorry. I need to be using system dot windows dot forms. Okay, I think now we have dialog. Okay, see, dialog result dot cancel return result dot cancelled. Okay, using transaction. Okay, for the time being, I'll just comment this out. Okay, I just commented this out. So any codes that you have commented out, it don't work. So let's say, okay, application is, okay, as you can see, sometimes this happens because there is an application in the Revit application services and in the system Windows forms. So just to do this, I'll just copy this, go to here, right, add it, fix this. Okay, now let's just start Revit, and you need to open a file that you have created previously with a parameter called VA string1 in the project information. So let's do that. Okay, awesome. So we're back. So let's look and see if everything we have typed so far works. Now it's important to do this periodically because you want to know whether all you have written works or not. So we just go add-ins, external tool, command VA tutorial text now. As you can see, everything that we have created works. Okay, for the time being, I think this is more than enough. We can continue this in the next chapter. See you till the next one.